Hey guys, it's your wingman Sky. Today I have more infantry gameplay for you, and this week's video will focus on ways to stop dying and start extending your kill streaks. By the way, the Outer Rim DLC releases tomorrow for Season Pass holders. The new maps will focus on close quarters modes, so it'll be good to start brushing up on your skills playing as infantry. The gameplay you're seeing is a round of Blast on Sulfur Fields, where I managed to go 22-2 and rank up my bodyguard trait to level 3 twice. So jumping right in, I think one of the things that a lot of new players get wrong is how to read the minimap, as they usually only react to the red markers indicating the position of enemies. I would say try to get in the habit of looking for the blue dots first. The area where there's blue dots is an area controlled by your team, and any other area is a potentially dangerous area controlled by the enemy. Try to get in the habit of looking for this, and I guarantee you'll stop dying. It's always fun to airburst your thermal detonators. Remember that the fuse time on thermal dets start when you release it, not when it hits the ground. In addition to reading the minimap, I'm sticking to cover and minimizing long lines of sight. My loadout does not cater to long range, so it's best not to stick my neck out to get sniped by a pulse cannon. I decided not to push with my teammates here because the enemy controls an elevated position. Generally, having the higher ground is advantageous. Instead, I'll try to cover a flank here. Notice how I maneuver off to the left flank, but I don't push up past that imaginary line where I feel the front line is. Oh, and I pick up a squad shield. Now the thing about squad shield is, I like to place it a bit back from the front lines because a lot of times it'll just block the line of sight for my teammates, and that's never a good time. Here I'm actually using it as more of a decoy. I know that it'll draw enemy attention, and I can come in from the side and get some easy kills and unlock level 2 of bodyguard. This guy tries to use his jetpack to close the distance to give himself the advantage with his DL-44. Just strafe left and right and make yourself a harder target to hit, and you'll have no problem going up against DL-44 users. Remember that in Battlefront, there's no penalty to accuracy for moving while shooting. By looking at the minimap here, I see that I'm behind friendly lines, and my team may even be spawning on this side of the map, so I start sprinting. Sprinting without scout behind friendly lines can actually be tactically advantageous, as it draws enemies into a situation where they'll be at a disadvantage. More traffic potentially means more kills for you. A bunch of enemies start rushing our position, and I get rank 3 on my bodyguard just in time to save myself a death. But you can see how sticking close to my teammates actually ends up saving me in this situation. My teammate with his ST-14C tries to make the best of his CQB loadout, but it's still not a good play to run out in the open by yourself like that. While I go on this nice little kill streak, I'll take this time to discuss the A280C I'm running in the gameplay. It may be the most versatile gun in the game. It has a good rate of fire, average damage, average recoil, and low bloom. Compared to the E11, it fares much better when you just hold down the trigger, as the spread doesn't increase nearly as fast. Its high rate of fire makes it pair really well with the explosive shot at long ranges. Its low damage does put it at a bit of a disadvantage in close quarters, but it's competitive enough to where if you land the first shot, oftentimes you'll win the gunfight. At this point, if you notice the minimap, there's no blue dots nearby. My teammates all died, and the spawns actually flipped, and I'm in a bad situation. Here you can try to retreat, or you can do what I do, and just kamikaze. I always try to have my jetpack available for tactical retreats, but I use it here to try to get in people's faces, and try to take down as many as I can before my inevitable death. Now, when I get back to the spawn screen, I actually check to see where my partner is before spawning in on him. Somehow this guy running scout managed to sneak behind the whole team and reset my bodyguard back to level 1. That rascal. Now, here's where I used to spawn back in and rush head on into the middle of the fight to try to level up again and hopefully get some sweet revenge kills. Nowadays, I don't let my emotions get the better of me, and I play within the team. I know I'm far behind friendly lines here because there's friendlies on my minimap as well as a few teammates sitting on top of the hill to the left. So I know it's safe to sprint and burn my jetpack because it'll probably come off cooldown before I need it again. I'm still moving tactically and trying to use as much cover as I can and avoiding long lines of sight. Here my teammates actually got pushed off the hill. Now I'm very vulnerable and I'm going to stop sprinting. Try not to shoot at enemies because it'll ping me on the minimap to the whole enemy team. And I'm going to try to leave my jetpack handy for a tactical retreat if I need it. My partner spawns in on me, but if you notice on the minimap, he dies quickly. he probably got picked off by a pulse cannon from across the map for peeking his head out. A quick peek over to the right and I see that my teammates are spawning back in and digging in on that side of the map. I'm actually going to quickly look to the left to try to check off the top of the hill for threats, and then try to make my way over and join my teammates. The score to this game was fairly close in the beginning, but as the round progresses, my team's starting to build ahead of steam. Sometimes games just ebb and flow like that. So my team once again got mowed down and I'm sitting all by myself. I'm not going to sprint since I'm not running scout. I'm not even going to shoot this guy in the back because even if I kill him, his whole entire team is just going to come and murder me. Even if you're running scout, you'll still ping on the minimap if you shoot your blaster if you're not at level 2. At this point, I'm moving very cautiously and trying not to make too much of a ruckus. Also remember that the jetpack does not ping you on the minimap. I'm checking off all these angles in case someone has eyes on me. And really, I'm just trying to join up with my teammates again so we can start doing some work. I managed to clear out this power position on top of the hill, and really I'm just going to dig in and try to head glitch everything that I can and try to hold this position. I'm going to avoid sticking my head out to the long line of sight, and I'm just waiting to be able to join up with my teammates again. A quick look over to the right again shows that my teammates are once again spawning back in over there. I'm going to try to make my way over to join them, and they actually end up meeting me halfway. Now I feel I'm in a safe area of the map, and I can start being more aggressive. Here I take the head glitch and high ground advantage on the enemy team's top player. From this point on, my team takes control of this very powerful position, builds up a ton of momentum, and we ride it to victory. The thing to take away from today's video is that in a public online environment where latency issues decide outcomes as much as quick reflexes, it's important to give yourself these tactical advantages. You may shoot first, but still lose the gunfight because lag compensation said you didn't. Try to use cover, high ground advantages, moving through safe parts of the map, and sticking with your teammates as much as you can. And definitely try to improve your minimap awareness, and I guarantee you'll go on much bigger kill streaks. Well, with all that out of the way, I don't know about you guys, but I'm really looking forward to jumping on Outer Rim tomorrow. I saw Levelscraft streaming the new maps and trying out the new hero Nyanum, and I gotta say, it looks interesting. That and the new patch comes out tomorrow. They haven't posted the new patch notes yet, so I'm interested to see what they changed. I'll be online playing it as soon as the server maintenance finishes tomorrow morning, and hopefully I can bring you something interesting to watch. And as always, thanks for watching. This is Skywalker, and I'll see you in the next one.